Welcome to Nutrition Your Way. I'm your host, Cindi Stickle. This podcast is for those of you that finally want to have control over your own health and your family's health. This is for you if you don't know what to eat to help your chronic illness or even your child's ADHD. I will share with you how to easily swap out unhealthy ingredients in your food for healthier ingredients that won't make you sicker or affect your chronic illness. And yes, you can still eat your favorite foods. Other areas I will cover include how to remove toxins from your food and life, how to eliminate the overwhelm you have with your health, including how to read labels, meal plan and prep, and how to manage grocery shopping with ease. My goal is to make biohacking effortless. Hey everybody, welcome back to Nutrition Your Way, the podcast where we explore how to nourish our bodies while still enjoying the foods we love. I'm Cindi Stickle, and today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart and probably yours too. We're talking about cracking the code on postmenopausal weight loss. So ladies, if you have been feeling like you're fighting a losing battle with the scale, you're not alone. As a woman in her 50s and a menopause, nutrition, health, and life coach, I've been exactly where you are. But today, I'm excited to share my breakthrough moment, how I finally cracked the code on postmenopausal weight loss while still enjoying my favorite foods. So, let me tell you, it's been a game changer, not just for me, but for my clients too. So let's dive in. First, let's talk about why postmenopausal weight loss is so challenging. Our bodies are going through significant changes. Estrogen levels drop, metabolism slows down, and suddenly the strategies that worked in our 30s and 40s just don't cut it anymore. It's frustrating, right? You're trying to eat right, you're exercising, but those stubborn pounds just won't budge. I remember feeling so discouraged, wondering if I'd ever be able to enjoy my favorite foods again without guilt. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be this way, and that's what I want to share with you today. My eureka moment came when I realized we need to approach postmenopausal weight loss differently. It's not just about calories in, calories out. That is so old and it's not healthy for us. It's about working with our changing bodies, not against them, and doing so in a way that still allows us to enjoy food. So here are the key elements that I discovered. Flexible nutrition. Okay. Finding balance without strict restrictions. I have always been about enjoying the food you love, but finding a healthier way to enjoy them that won't affect your menopause, or if you have a chronic illness or diabetes or anything like that. I live with that. My husband has type 2 diabetes. I had gestational diabetes and now postmenopausal. So I'm always looking for ways that I can still eat what I love, but in a way that's not going to make any symptoms worse for me or my husband. So flexible nutrition, hence my title, I'm a flexible nutrition coach. That's a main part of it. And nutrition is the root of a lot of our chronic illnesses. So you have to know what to eat that works for your body. And number 2, hormone balancing. We need to learn how to support our bodies as estrogen decreases. I'm going to be having the next few weeks a podcast episode for each of these. I've already done the flexible nutrition one. It's already up from a couple weeks ago. But next week will be the hormone balancing. I'm going to talk a lot about that. The third thing that I discovered was stress management. Because cortisol can be a real weight loss saboteur. And we all know that. So learning ways to help reduce your stress levels or manage them better is super important, because it's just gonna make all the work that you do go away, because it's counterproductive. Sleep, and we need quality sleep. But it's not just about quantity, okay? It's quality of sleep. So I'm going to have a whole episode on that. And getting between 7 and 9 hours is crucial for menopause, post and perimenopause. So women in their late 30s and 40s, you need sleep. Your body regenerates itself. Your body does a lot of healing at night. And if you're not getting that sleep, that's also raising your cortisol level. What does cortisol levels do when they go up? Make us not lose weight. So we don't want that. And then smart exercise. Okay, less can actually be more when it comes to workouts. Like I said before, what we did in our 30s and 40s won't work for us now in our 50s or 60s. Cardio is not our friend in postmenopause. Not hour-long cardio sessions. Yes, you do need a little bit of cardio, but those hour-long, no, it raises our cortisol levels and makes weight loss harder or impossible. So strength training is what you need. And I'll be going into an entire episode just on that. 4 to 5 days of strength training, 1 day of like cardio, but lots of walking, but not at a high heart rate. You still want to get like 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, but focus on the weights. That's going to help strengthen, support your bones. The muscles will support your bones, and it also helps with weight loss. So now I know you're thinking, but Cindi, I've heard all this before, but trust me, it's how we put these pieces together that makes all the difference. It's about creating a personalized approach that works with your unique body and lifestyle while still allowing you to enjoy your favorite foods. Believe me, I have lived this, and I have played around with different types of foods and eating with my gestational diabetes, keeping me from getting diabetes, my Hashimoto's for the last 28 years. So believe me, when I say I've walked in your shoes, I have. So like I said, in the coming episodes, we're going to dive deep into each one of these elements. I'll be sharing specific strategies that have worked for me and my clients. We'll talk about how to implement these changes in a way that's sustainable and enjoyable. Because here's the truth. This journey isn't just about losing weight. It's about reclaiming your vitality, your confidence, and your zest for life. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin again, all while still savoring those foods that you love. You don't have to give up those foods. And I know it can feel overwhelming. Believe me, I'm there right now still. And I've been there years before. But I want you to know that you're not alone. And you don't have to figure this out all by yourself. Because I have created a system that I know no one's ever tried unless you've been a former client of mine, because I created it myself. It's not out there for you to like purchase or do. It's my own creation based on my own experiences, which many people have. So you may have tried everything, but you haven't tried what I did. Okay? So before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. You are not destined to struggle with your weight or give up your favorite foods just because you're postmenopausal. You have the power to rewrite your story, and I'm here to help you do just that. So, like I said, I've already talked about flexible nutrition. In my podcast episode number 39 from June of 2024, it's all about flexible nutrition. In our next episode, we'll be diving into the hormone balancing. Remember how I was talking about that before? Like what it means, why it's crucial, the practical steps that you need to take. And it's a complex like just hormones in general, because everybody's is different. Everybody's what you try and it doesn't work, but it might work for your friend. So you just don't know like what what's going to work for you until you try it. Believe me, I'm full of trial and errors myself. So we want to know what we can do to support your body as estrogen decreases. Okay, so this is a key piece of the puzzle when it comes to managing weight and overall well-being during menopause. So don't miss next week's episode. But this was a short episode, but I just wanted to talk about how I cracked the code, and each episode's going to get into more of it. But I want to thank you for joining me today. And if you found this helpful, please, share this with someone who is going through menopause. And remember, ladies, we're in this together. So until next time, here's to finding nutrition your way. And I'll be in your headphones next week. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when new episodes are released. And if you like what you hear, I would love for you to leave a review. Thanks for listening today. I really appreciate you tuning in to the Nutrition Your Way podcast to learn about easy swaps, toxin-free nutrition, and how to biohack your family's health. Don't forget to subscribe here, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Cindi Stickle or my website cindystickle.com for the latest updates. Links are in the episode description.